Confidence comes from competence, not the motivational videos. And this is something very, very painful, and a lot of people go through this path, and it affects your career, your relationship, and they are one of the most important part in life. But you are stuck in the same position, same job, underpaid because of lack of confidence. And in relationship, a lot of people actually get used or being taken advantage. Unhealthy relationship, the partnership with the narcissistic people tend to be the people who are not really confident within themselves. But the truth is, the self-esteem seems to be an extension of the childhood. You might have a friend who's naturally confident since the beginning of their life. And if you're not really confident back in the days, you're still feeling exactly the same way. You know, there's your inner child still feeling lack of confidence. So if you wasn't that kind of a child, and you probably feel the same way as you used to feel. You feel afraid, you feel shy. Guess what? The 50% of the people are actually naturally confident because of the parents, because of the environment, or because of that naturally, organically, that's how they feel as a child, as a personality. But 50% have to earn to be confident. And I was that part. I had to gain, I had to earn the confidence and respect and everything else. The great news is, even if you're not confident, even if you feel like super shy and you're not really feeling good enough within yourself, that you can gain that confidence, you can earn it, and then you can establish your skills and everything, because confidence comes from competence. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to establish the rock solid confidence. The easy way, the easiest way, because what I'm going to share in this video is how to look confident right now from today. Because there's actually study shows that people who look confident tend to be perceived as a confident and incompetent. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sho, and in this channel we share love and positivity with a twist of Japanese philosophy in it. If you like that idea, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, because I have been making so many videos. I want to take time and appreciate every single person, new subscribers, and the people who have been following me, supporting me for a while, that I received this bad boy right there. Look at this. Ain't it gorgeous? I can see myself, and there's a play button. Beep. So I wanted to take time in this video. Thank you so much for all the support, and I will be making much more videos to provide more values and more informations so that you can actually make significant change within your life. Alright, so let's dive in. In this video, I'm going to share 3 keys. I'm going to break down into 3 parts. If you do these 3 things, okay? I will make sure, I'll guarantee that you will be confident from today. And then people will say to you, shit, you look different, bro. Oh my god, you look different. I'll guarantee that. Number 1, body language. So the body language takes more than 90% in communication. And obviously what we are talking about here is how to look confident. So it includes other people's perception, right? So how we can manipulate and bend their reality, even though you're not wordsmith, even though you are not a super charismatic person, you're not the fashionista, you're not 6.4. The reason why the body language is so important, and actually we can bend their reality, they can change, manipulate their perception, is because it dominates more than 90% of the communication. So that means if you have a great body language, even if you're feeling a little bit shy inside, not 100% because you're just starting, you can manipulate their perception, and you can actually trick them into like, shit, he or she is a very, very confident person. You don't need to be a wordsmith, you don't need to be a genius, you don't need to be a super funny person. You can just manipulate their perception and their reality by simply changing your body language. Your body language is universal. Well, me, you, I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese, fully Japanese as far as I know. Maybe you're from UK, maybe you're from Germany, maybe you're from Canada, maybe you're from US. Wherever you are, we speak the same language. And it doesn't happen except the body language. And the easiest way to improve your body language is to understand the 2 key components, which is the pace and then the openness. So when it comes to the pace, imagine you just joined the company. You're intern or you're newbie, right? And then you work for this company, Show Nemoto. It's the one with the best company in the world. Make people happy. So you are the intern of this company, Shonemoto. And then a lot of people, the managers, and there's a lot of people working for this company. And then a lot of people will say, like, do this and do that, bring me coffee, soy milk, bring me tea, chai latte, whatever it is. And you have to run around, like, you have to go to Starbucks and then have to go this one and bank and then running around an office, and then you're exhausted every single day. On the other hand, I'm the CEO of the company. Nobody tells me what to do. And I just walk around. I can be late in the meeting. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just chilling, vibing. Why? Well, first of all, because I own it. But we're going to go a little bit deeper than this. So the reason why the power dynamic of CEO and intern and the pace of the movement has something to do with it together is because I'm a CEO. I'm the most superior individual in this place or in this company. Intern, she or he is the most inferior individual in this company. So the power dynamic holds a certain aspect. And actually, when you are moving so fast, that means you are chased by the time, you're chased by the pressure. You have definitely don't have the option to move slower because you don't own it. So the pace of the movement actually sub-communicates in internal superiority of human being. So that is why you have to move slower to activate and then to indicate, to show that, hey, I'm a very superior person. And that doesn't mean that you're arrogant. I'm not telling you to be arrogant. I'm telling you to activate and then to hold the superiority within you in your own way. That comes with the attachment, with the kindness and the beauty of the humility. On the other hand, you can be kind and a loving and an amazing person, but you're so inferior that people walk all over you. Which one do you want to go? You want to hold your superiority, understand yourself, the value, the self-worth, and then you can manipulate their perception and bend their reality by simply moving, talking, doing everything slow. And the next is to be open. So the openness and then the opposition of openness is closed. So open, close. Let me ask you, if you go in the ring, now you have to fight and you have to on the ring. So, red corner, Shonemoto. Let's say you're the blue corner and I'm the red corner. We have to fight. And then you probably, well, most definitely, even if you haven't fought, even if you fought before, you probably do something like this. Right? Like you're trying to do this, even though you've never done it before. In the primordial level, we do this to protect our internal organs. The closed body language actually indicates that you're protecting yourself from the threat, the physical threat. You have to protect your internal organs because once you get hit or once you get bitten, scratched, it's critical. However, let's say you're like a Dwayne Johnson, like you're massive. Let's say you're 200 meters or plus and you're gigantic. Your muscles like, ugh. You're the biggest person in the world, let's say. And you're fighting with this skinny little Asian dude. And then you are over 200 centimeters, gigantic, masculine. You're muscle. You can break the wall like this. And then on the other hand, the person in front of you never fought before. Super skinny. You can probably slap it and Let me ask you, would you do this? The answer is no. I can guarantee you wouldn't. If you're the 200 meter plus and then you're the strongest man in the world and then you're fighting with some little Asian dude like me. So if your primordial state judges that the person is not a threat, you down your protection. That is why that indicates that confidence, indicates courage, indicates your internal and in a physical strength. So that is why you want to force yourself. And I use intentionally the word force because it won't be natural. So you have to force yourself, you have to tell yourself to keep your body open. If you're trying to close your body, if you're trying to sit like that, open. Stay a little bit loose. And based on physiology, changing how you move actually changes how you feel. So it changes the chemical within the brain that eventually evokes the emotion. So it can change the internal state as well. And number two is the style. I never really talked about any fashion thing on my YouTube or any other social media platform, but I decided to also talk about fashion a little bit because there's a lot of people who's talking about fashion without the style. Fashion without the style is, I don't know what it is. The style is very, very important because the people who has class has actually more power in convincing other people. You would most likely to listen to people who has style and are well established on the surface, because our visual information to a human being is so much power, so powerful for us. So when you are a well established fashionista or very, very classy, then people who are listening to you in any type of conversation, any dynamic, perceived you as a very cool guy, amazing woman, a successful woman, career woman. You can manipulate their perception by having an elegant style. And I personally leaped in the fashion world when I was 13, and I even went to London to learn about the history and then to taste the lifestyle of the Londoner and all these fashionista in London. That's how much I loved fashion. I would have just moved to another country, and I eventually learned English and I learned the fashion. And in London, I was a fashionista too. You know, I was getting all the attention from the cameras and street fashions, and people look at me and then give me a compliment and then all that kind of thing. And I worked as a fashion model for 6-7 years, and I styled a lot of people. And the best tip I can give you in this video is don't wear what you really, really want to wear. Honestly, there's a lot of people who will tell you like, oh, this is your life. You should be wearing whatever you want to wear. That makes you feel good, eh? But that's not true. Listen, I've done so many different styles. I've done stupid style, mods, skins, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like everything I've done that. But here's the thing. We have a difference in skin colors, body type, and the mood and the vibe and the face structure. And it's very, very detailed. The fashion is all about the details. So I'm not saying that never wear your favorite clothes. You can wear favorite clothes, but make sure the clothes and style that you're choosing makes you fantastic, amazing, beautiful, charismatic. The purpose to enjoy fashion is to feel good and to look good, because fashion is all about ego-driven, surface, materialistic thing. And I came from that world, and I can guarantee that, because you look great, you feel good, and then that's perfect, that's amazing. But I wouldn't say that you should be fashionista, because you don't need to. If you look the best with the hoodie, then that's the clothes that you want to wear. If you think you look the best with the suit, then wear suits. If you look the best with the casual clothes, then do a casual clothes. The purpose of you enjoying fashion is that you look so good with that style, and then you look into the mirror, and then you just say things so positively. You're just like, If that's how you feel, that's the styles that you want to just develop and then explore. Oh, but I want to try this. Like, I look good with the dark colors, but I want to start wearing vivid pink. I mean, I would wear pink, but I would very, very careful to choose what kind of pink it is. Because even if I really want to wear vivid pink, let's say, I want to go like Nicki Minaj type of pink, Ariana Grande type of pink, I wouldn't. Because I know the fact that it doesn't look good on me. So why would I represent myself like a stupid idiot? And who knows, maybe when I'm doing the stupid idiot, I might see a girl who's like, oh my god, I'm like in love with head to toes, and I look like a stupid idiot. So the most important part is that you look the best, so that you can go ahead and ready to mingle, feel good, add that charisma because of the power of fashion. So for the next question for you now in your head, probably show how the fuck I can be fashionable. Yes, I'll give you the exact step to do that. First, go to the Pinterest. Pinterest is an app that you can find a lot of inspirations. So go to the Pinterest, and again, the key component will be similar body type, skin tone, similar height, possibly. Pay attention to the details, items, and style. So, if you go to the Pinterest and find this Asian guy, right? Let's say I'm on a Pinterest. I'm scrolling down on Pinterest. Street style, type street fashion, those kind of thing. And then you get a lot of inspirations and pictures. And when you go into the Pinterest and type those kind of thing, and then you find this like, oh, he's pretty cool. And if you find someone very similar to your vibe, okay, not exactly, it doesn't have to be exactly your Asian, Japanese, skinny dude. It can be slightly different, but you got to understand the vibe. So if I go to these type of people and I found, okay, cool, let's say he's white or he's Asian and looks pretty skinny and tall, but has like a little bit of like a rock and roll vibe. Now the vibe is on, vibe is tight with like what I'm looking for and it's similar to me, so I can dig what kind of style he has, right? Okay, he's wearing, let's say, a black shirt, open shirt with a skinny denim and then the Chelsea boots, and there's a belt, like the cool belt, and he's wearing a hat like this, and maybe wearing earrings, hoops, maybe the jewelries. So when you look at these pictures and you pay attention to details, okay, so he is very similar to me, same vibe, something that I want to aim. Pay attention to details. Okay, what kind of denim is this? Is it black? Is it dirty? Is it clean? And then what kind of Chelsea boots is this? Like, is it high enough? Like, how centimeter is this? And then what kind of shirt is this? What material is this? Is it like a wide boxy shirt or more like a tight shirt? And you pay attention to the hat. It's different, this is the height. You pay attention to its details. How wide is this? You look at these items and then pay attention to details. And when you understand is that when you look at the items, when you go shopping, and you can see it, oh, this is not as wide as I saw on the picture. Oh, this denim is a slightly different shape than I saw before. Oh, this boots is higher or lower than the things that I've seen before. So you understand that and what you're looking for and then what matches and what doesn't. And then you start to copy exactly the same style. And fashion is an art. So it's an art form. It's an expression of the creativity, right? So you have to start from copying exactly the same style. And nobody knows, nobody cares, because that's the inspiration. And then great. If you're copying somebody, just copy and explore from there. Same type of items and then rock it. And then if you understand that, okay, this fits very well with me. Because you have to get inspired in order to learn that side of the creativity. You have to be, if you want to be creative, you have to inspire, keep inspiring your brain so that it develops and then it starts to explore own creativity. And number 3 is careless. Do not give a fuck about what people think about you. Time is limited. Our human body uses a currency called time. It's God-given. Okay, it's not man-made. That currency you have to use wisely because it's limited. Sure, everyone has equally, but we never know when that thing run out. So it's not like a money. Look at the bank account. You see 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Oh, that's the money I have. That's a limitation that I have. But the funny thing about the time is that we don't know when it runs out. Until it runs out, it feels like we have forever. It feels like we have $1 million in a bank account. But boom, it runs out. So that is why every single day we need to be so mindful and then care so much. We should give so much fuck about what we really want to do. Because if you give a fuck so much about what you like, what you're passionate about, your dreams, your goals, and yourself, and your success, your happiness, you do not genuinely, naturally, organically, you don't give a shit about the small things, and people laugh at you and then people criticize you like whatever the fuck they're doing. They're just, because they can't do it, they can't do it themselves. Maybe they're just giving you themselves excuses. They can't do the same thing as you when you're doing the shit. But because it's not like, oh, I don't give a shit about the people. That's not how it works. Oh, by the way, I didn't read the subtle art of not giving a fuck, the Mark Manson's book. I wanted to, but I haven't read it, so I don't know. Maybe if it's matching it exactly. If it's not, that's fine. But I'm still want to read that book anyway. So the power of that not giving a fuck comes from actually giving so much fuck about your life. And then that's how I overcame the opinions in people when I start talking about spirituality, when I start talking about law of attraction and all the kind of thing. The law of judgment that comes from Japanese limiting beliefs, like cultural limiting beliefs of Japan towards the spirituality and religion and those kind of like energetic work. I had so much self-consciousness and I had so much of this fear of like, I don't want to start talking about spirituality and all the XYZ because they will judge me for who I am. But I cared so much of my success. Bro, I am going to do this and then I can do it and I know I can do it. And I cared so much and that was everything I was thinking about. So I could care less about those things. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Because I care much more about my happiness and my success rather than people fucking judging me. And the reason why you're not giving a fuck about people's opinion or care less about these stupid things and little things, because it's an internal state of the mind. And then it manifests into your confidence and into your superiority, into your courage, into the internal accomplishment, the conquering, your fears and facing yourself. That manifests into very strong presence. It's energetic presence, and it's one of the most powerful energy that you can manifest, that you can wear beyond the fashion that you can't buy in a Chanel, you can't buy in any boutique in the world. You just have to create within yourself, and you can't keep wasting your life away. Alright, in this video I gave you exact step, and obviously you might have to second-hand store to buy some similar things from what you've seen on Pinterest. You can just go ahead and buy a decent clothes, Zara, H&M, Chanel, whatever fits you in your life and your financial statement. And I just want to say that you can't keep wasting your life away. Your life, your time is limited. And again, you will never know when the ending is coming. And the things that you are taking for granted, your youth, your health, the friends and families and love that you're receiving, or the job that you have right now, they're most of the case it's free, and you didn't pay for it. When the God takes away the free things that you've got, that becomes priceless. So please stop keep wasting your life. Understand, ask yourself, find out what you give a fuck so much so that you don't give a fuck a little things. And if you feel like you're ready to make that step, I have a great news for you. I have a few open spots for my coaching program that I have been helping over 100 people to become confident, to go through the spiritual path, to learn how to be charismatic through body language, verbal communication and all that kind of thing, and then how to express yourself, how to be yourself freely. If you're ready to invest your time and money and everything you have, and if you're ready to go down the path to literally just change your life, apply from the link below, and I'll hope to see you in a coaching. Peace.